Yeah, you mentioned me? We got the book about the gate stones, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you
I
got
went.
that.
I went. We were tired for the night. I was reading it and everything, and you gave me a huge info dump, paste spin thing.
Yes, it took me a long time to write, but I did put it in the Discord for everyone to see, or at least for people that are in the D&D channel.
I just remember I was passed out on a table in the inn.
Yeah, you had a lot to drink.
So you're starting with us, or you pick up where you left off with Corian and them?
Since it's kind of new day-ish for Avers and Corian, I'm starting off with the three of you. So you guys wake up in the inn, and you have the entire day to decide what you wish to do.
How do I wake up? Because I was downstairs, right, next to bottles of beer and stuff.
I believe you said you woke up again and went back upstairs.
Did I? Okay.
I believe last time you said you woke up in the middle of the night and said head to bed.
Do I have a hangover?
From how much you drink, yeah.
I guess I'll stumble downstairs and see what's going on.
Okay.
So I would come rushing downstairs, yelling for Taarnahm and Aergeus, like freaked out, incredibly freaked out.
And what are you talking about?
So I'd be like, "Where's Aergeus? We need him here now. Now, bad things, very bad things are happening. We need to, yes, little gnome feet. Very bad things are happening. Why are you drunk? Why are you still drunk, Taarnahm? We need you sober for this.
Why are bad things happening? What's going on, man?
I just like talking like a mile a minute. Banging on Aergeus, running up to bang on Aergeus' door.
What are you guys on about?
Oh, we need Aergeus here. I'm not repeating myself. So I go running up to Aergeus' door, banging on it, telling him to wake up. We need him downstairs now. Or actually, I tell him we should just go into Aergeus' room for a moment.
I wouldn't do that. Maybe it's up to business, you know.
Well, that's why I'm waiting to see if he opens the door. So what would Aergeus is Aergeus awake after I smack it with my staff enough times?
The door.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he would be.
I push my way inside and grabbing Taarnahm, trying to like yank him along with me, even though I'm a tiny gnome and can't really tug Taarnahm.
You probably can, because I'm still drunk enough to a point where it doesn't take much force to move me around.
I sit us down and I pull out the book that I've been reading last night, and I start basically going through the stones and what I read. And the short version is, we are so screwed.
Huh? You've brought me in here and told me it's important, and you've got a book in front of you.
Yes. So you remember, okay, Taarnahm, you remember those stones that we have? We have the red stone and the black stone. The red stone we got from orcs. The black stone when we decided to stop a drought.
You mean the orbs?
Yes. Right.
Yeah, I remember them.
Right. So you remember way back, like to like a week ago, when the drow were using them to summon their spider god?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are gate stones. And that means what they could do is open passage. Orbs, right? These are gate orbs, and so what they could be used to do is to transport people to other dimensional planes. Specifically, these were created along with other orbs to go to like places like the abyss, the nine hells. Every bad dimension in existence apparently has a magic orb for it. And so in the bag of holding, we have the orb that goes to where their spider god is kept. And the red orb, we don't know where it goes yet, but it probably goes to somewhere in the nine hells, just judging by the color. But we're screwed because there's only one of these in existence for each of the planes.
And we have the one that exists.
We have the one for the spider god, yes. That all drow that are, like religious, quote unquote, are obsessed with, basically.
So what you're trying to tell me is we're a target?
Basically, think about it this way. Imagine Avarice was trapped on a magical island that you needed a magical orb to get to. Let's say somebody had that orb and refused to give it to you no matter what. What would you do?
Sorry, you've lost me.
I'm saying that they want to. Most of these people want to resurrect their spider god. We have the one thing they need basically to do it.
So what do you say? We destroy it?
I don't think they can be destroyed. Would the book say anything about destroying them? Probably not.
Nope. It actually had a pretty brief mention of them.
Right, but did say there's only one of them for each dimension, right? Each plane.
As far as you know.
Well, it's in the bag of holding, is it not? So anything that attempts to come through is just going to die instantly, no?
Right. We never are pulling these out of the bag of holding again unless we're in a very, very safe space, because the moment we pull it out, it could be potentially scried upon and found.
You panic too much.
Well, now that I know, I mean, I knew that the stone was used to open up a dimension. I just thought it needed more than, I'm sorry, the orb. I just thought the orb was, all the other things were really needed. Like the orb was just one piece of a major thing, but this is the crucial component.
So you're saying to me, you interrupted my morning, all panicky and jumpy, to tell me about what you found in a book and there's no immediate threat?
Well, we could be being tracked by, drow that want to recover the orb as we speak. This guy
let
who
them.
researched it, huh?
Let them. We'll slay them, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good at taking down things. I'll give you that, But if we have an army of drow coming after us, I don't even think you could take that down, Taarnahm.
No, I don't do most of the fighting, do I? That's Corian's thing.
Hey, I do lots of fighting too. My contributions matter.
What do you think about this, Urgius?
Is it just the one orb? Like, how do they go through it?
Well, they give me the whole ritual. Like, this book isn't about the ritual or anything to use the orb. It basically gave me a primer on the different planes of existence. Some stuff I already knew, and then the mention in this orb that these orbs were created and used to access these planes of existence.
Where did we get that one? The black orb. Where did we get that? Was there another one with it?
Yeah. So the black orb is the drow orb. That's the evil spider god orb.
Well, I know that. You explained that to me. Where
Yes.
did we exactly get it? Was it in a machine or some sort of magical device, or did you just find it on the floor somewhere?
You broke, you and Corian, I think, broke the machine they were using, but that was when we fought the spider priestess and her warlock friend.
They were focusing that, weren't they?
Right, they were channeling magic through an antenna in this, possibly in the ceiling into it.
Because it needed powering up.
Right, for two horns. Well, that's because it needs powering up, probably, to bring a god through. Right. So these stones could probably be used as they are to transport us through, or require, only a minor amount of magical energy to do comparatively. It's kind of
You want to go through and kill what's on the other side?
I don't want to die, so no, I don't. You think you could kill a spider god?
Depends what day of the week it is.
Okay, this is it's bad. This is not good. We need Corian. We need Avarice.
Well, they're not here. And what? Even when you get them back, what are you going to do about it? You've just said to us that you're not going to pull them out of the bag. So if you're not going to pull them out of the bag, you have the bag, then why do I care, really?
We need to take these somewhere safe.
Right, okay. So you want to put them in some sort of place where they can be dealt with higher magic practitioners.
Exactly. Which means...
Well, we're in the place for that, are we not?
No, we're not in the right place for that. No, there's a better place than this little, dirt hole that we're in.
Let me guess, your hometown.
Exactly. We gotta go to the college.
Yes, the people you've told me go meddling with everything they get.
Actually, you wouldn't know anything about that because I haven't told you that.
You've told us that about your town before, and you've told us that...
I never told you in character about my town. No one's ever asked me in character about anything related to my town or my backstory. Right. That was just
I feel like that's how it is with everyone, though.
Yeah,
mostly.
Yeah. So you have no idea. Although you would know that, I would have probably, if you had asked at some point, probably I would. It's a town filled with gnomes. So if you have an issue with that, so you would find it distasteful, probably on that level.
Okay, you want to take it there? You think that Corian is gonna go?
I don't need technically Corian to go. I could send a letter and bring somebody over here to take possession of these. But it's also not totally my decision to make, and I don't want to piss Corian off if he isn't a fan of this plan. He's kind of silly sometimes.
Well,
Don't
they're
tell
not
him I
a friend
said
right
that.
now. I
Don't
think
tell
they'll
him
be
I
back
said that.
tomorrow.
Is that yeah? Because what it was? How many days were they say they were going to be gone for? Just a couple days?
3, I think.
Yeah. So it's been 1 day now because we had the adventure. So
They'll be back tomorrow morning. I would think you can speak to them about it then.
All right. But we cannot draw any more attention to these orbs. So
well, I had forgotten they even existed until you brought them up.
Forget again.
So if you don't mind, I've got things to do today.
Okay. What are you planning to do today?
Well, for a start, I need a drink, man.
Okay.
And I've also got to make inquiries with the innkeep. You're welcome to tag along if you want. I'm not trying to hide anything.
Well, I need to go to the place we came in from to pick up a spell. So.
Oh, you mean with the crazy map lady that doesn't like me? I'll leave you to that.
All right. Well, I'll go that way then. Ergius, are you got your own business, or are you going with Taarnahm? I start like mouthing. Please go with Taarnahm.
Oh, just one thing. Do you think the orbs would be safe at the bottom of the ocean?
No, because there's probably ways for them to get down there.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe if we had a giant mountain filled with lava that we could drop the orbs into, but in some sort of perilous land.
Would I know of anywhere that has a giant volcano?
I was making a Lord of the Rings reference, but
Well, you said it. I want to know now. Can I roll a check to see if I know anywhere?
Oh God! Here's our next adventure.
Volcano. You can make a. This will be history.
Do I have any bonuses to that? No.
It's probably your intelligence, so probably not.
Volcano's your favorite.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Let me get my map up.
I've traveled, man. I've traveled the world. Yeah.
All right. You haven't been to them because you've only been on Eunoria, this continent.
Yeah.
You do know of 2. There is one in Florun and one in Xanderfell.
Florun's the continent we're going to maybe potentially, right?
So we could go if you want.
Is Florian the continent where New Whistleton's on and the other places we've been talking about? Is that the continent we're thinking about going to soon?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, one of the volcanoes is on that continent, and then there's one on the 3rd continent.
Well, maybe. We'll see. All right.
I do love a good hike in the wilderness, you know.
Well, maybe. I need to pick up my spell, though.
You never know. Maybe if we go to one of these volcanoes, Corian might throw you in it.
That would not be
out.
Ergius, please keep an eye on him today.
And
I'm going to act within the realms that the lore of this land tells me to do.
Listen, somebody has to keep him from burning down the town.
I'm not going to burn down the town. I don't even have a method of starting fire. You're the one who has that.
Just please try not to break anything or anyone.
I can say I'll try.
All right, fair enough.
I'm going to try and find the innkeep if he's around.
All right.
Is he around?
Yes. They're right downstairs.
A drink, my man.
I'm going to leave to go to the tower. Just cut back to me whenever you want to.
Okay. And this actually, it's a woman. Right.
Greetings, my man.
Hello. Had a good sleep?
Oh, rough. Very rough. I had a lot to drink, but you know, they say the best way of getting rid of a hangover is to drink it off, right? So one of your finest. And I've also got some questions for you, sir.
Ma'am. I go by ma'am.
I look up and... Oh, I see.
So, questions? What do you need?
I need to find a place in this town where I can train, I can learn to get stronger, you know, like a place where I can fight and I can challenge within the rules, you know, not somewhere where I'm going to go and kill somebody, but anything like a dojo or somewhere that I can prove my strength and get stronger and train.
Well, I haven't heard of any dojos or anything. There is the Combatant Scholar Guild, kind of like to the southwestern portion of the city.
I pull out my my map that I was given. Can you point it out for me on here so I can find it?
Of course. Points right on there.
Excellent. How far away does that look? The Combatant's Glory.
It's actually pretty close. You're close to the shopping district by this inn. So it's probably like 10 minutes max.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. How much is this drink?
2 silver.
2 silver. I'll give her 4 silver as a thank you for helping me find stuff.
All right.
Get yourself one.
Maybe not this early, maybe later.
Well, it's there for when you want it. I turn to Urgius. So you want to come fight it, Urgius, or do you just want to be moral support?
I guess I'll tag along with my book.
Oh, what book have you got?
The book of songs.
Oh, that might come in handy.
You know, you
My
have several
small
books
very
too, by the way.
Hmm.
Taarnahm has all the books that he requested too, by the way, from a month ago, about woodworking and stuff.
Yes.
I would probably left them up in my room for now. So, I have something to ask of you, Urgius. You see, when I get in this place, there is every chance that I will need to prove my strength against somebody in there. And I know you have that magical ability where you can make me feel stronger before I go in by singing to me and telling me how good I am, or whatever it is you do. Is there any chance that you could do that?
I guess if they don't notice it.
Oh, that's where we can be stealthy.
The barkeep actually speaks up. It's not really like a punching someone kind of place. It's a pretty professional contract base, almost like a hunting for money guild.
Oh, really? What kind of things do you hunt?
I'm not sure. I haven't been there.
Do you want to come?
No.
You look like a strong fella. You could take anything in the wild.
She's actually she's pretty thin. Looks like she's never wielded a weapon before. I'll pass, but at least I gave you directions to it.
Well, I'll let you know how I get on. I guess I'll finish up my drink and I'll head on over there, and you can go back to wherever you want to go.
Very well. So we will start off with you two. You're gonna head right over there.
Yeah, if unless Urgius has something else he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll come along.
Okay. So you both start to head over into the direction on the map she pointed. As you walk for, like I said, roughly about 10 minutes, you reach a part of the road where a building, a stone base, stands about 30 feet tall at most, off in the distance. It's split into kind of like 3, almost like tower points. There's the middle that reaches its the highest point of the entire building. It kind of has a pointed roof that sits upon the entire stone structure. There's some like a long stained window, stained glass window that kind of has a picture of like an axe in hand, surrounded by bright light. There are two other towers on each of the sides, and there's a slightly faded sign right above the front door that reads "Command's Glory," which you reached your destination. Looks fairly, not super busy, but fairly busy. You see people coming in and out, but almost all of them are wearing some kind of weaponry.
This is our place. This is a nice looking building, isn't it? I'm gonna head inside and see what we got.
Okay. You enter into the entrance hall. It's a pretty large room. There's a long red carpet that leads to a dark wooden desk. Against the other side of the room, you see a kind of like a woman with frizzy red hair that's currently writing on paper. There's a sign above her that says assignments and registration. And then to her left, there's like a huge board with numerous pieces of paper attached to it.
Oh no, just look at this, man. Another registration form. Remember how much trouble I had with the last one? I go up to her and say, "So, I've been directed to come here because this apparently is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to test my strength."
She kind of finishes what she's writing, almost ignoring you for a second, but she finishes up what she's writing and looks at you. Just you or two of you?
You want to join me? Yes, or do you just want it to be me? I'm not phased with it.
Mostly just keeping an eye on you.
He's my owner, because apparently I can't be trusted. According to a gnome, can you believe that? A gnome.
Interesting.
So, how do I go about testing my strength here?
Well, to enter, there is a task you must perform. You must perform one of these contracts. It is assigned by the leader herself. And if you complete it successfully and bring back what you're required.
You mean you're not the leader? I thought you looked like leader material.
She doesn't seem to believe you. No, I am not the leader. The leader is Thea.
Okay.
She resides in her room. But the next available registration is tomorrow afternoon. You can fill out the form now, but she's taking applicants tomorrow afternoon, so you can bring it then.
So what are we doing tomorrow? Do you know?
Well, whoever decides to show up, she will assign a mission to each of you.
Oh,
well,
what does this mission
collectively,
entail?
It's a group project. You will have to go and find and slay a creature that she chooses and
You
bring
don't know
back.
what it is yet?
Oh no, we deal with numerous creatures, beasts.
Give me some examples of the things you've dealt with recently.
Recently, there is one. Let me look up the name. Bahir. I heard that one was pretty nasty last time. Basilisks are pretty common. You don't see much of typical orcs and goblins. They don't really have much of use. It's usually magical creatures
I see.
that can be used to provide alchemical ingredients,
And
which we hand over to the to the Bounce Arcanum.
Right. Now, these other people, are they about the same standard as me, or are they chances, or are they experienced? I don't know.
It varies.
What's the minimum age?
We don't allow children to enter, but there's no technical minimum age per se.
Oh, well, that's good, because I've lost count of what mine is.
I can tell.
Excuse me?
You just look more like you're focused on strength rather than intelligence.
I'm quite an intelligent fellow, I just don't hold a conversation particularly well.
Oh, very well. Do you
I
wish
need
to
this
have one of the
form.
registration forms?
Yes, please. That would be most kind of you. I
Is
have a
it just you?
request, too. It looks like it's just me.
Alright. Well, if you wish to have more, come by. And what's your request?
Can you help me fill it out?
Yes, I can. It looks pretty simple. Let me make sure I got it.
Name.
Yes, name, age, weapon of choice, and a signature.
What if you have more than one weapon of choice?
You can write over whichever you choose, or more than one.
Oh, excellent.
But she does help guide you through it. It's pretty simple. You can see the actual contract itself sits on the lower half, and there's a portion assigned at the bottom.
Does the contract specify what creature it is, or is that left blank at the moment?
This is just for registration. It's not applying for a contract.
Oh.
Yes. It's just acknowledging the rules that are in play, and I can send them to you if you wish.
Yes, please.
All right.
Is that all of it then?
It is. Just bring this paper back tomorrow afternoon. That's when she'll meet with us.
Well, thank you for your time.
No problem. Do you need anything else at all?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good.
Very well. Then I'll help the next person. And also, I sent you the thing.
Thank you. I'm gonna have a wander over to that board and just see what's on there. Just take a look.
You see a couple. Where is it? You see, there's a contract, or it's filled with quite a few contracts. One of them is kind of like a large, it looks like a huge blue centipede, and it's called a Remerez. There's also another basilisk on there, and there is also a mind flare. Haven't seen any of these before, but they don't look very pleasant.
I point to the mind flare and say, "Hey, Ogius, that's a note when he's angry."
He's scarier than it too.
That is true. That is true. Well, it seems like I've got tomorrow afternoon sorted out. So I just took that paper away somewhere nice. You know what I think it's time for, Ergius? I put my arm around my halfling friend. It's time for a drink. Head back to the inn.
All right. So you and him head back over there. Hanoak, what did you have to do? Your spell scroll, I believe.
Yeah, I gotta pick up my absorb elements spell scroll.
Okay. And you got that. Oh yeah, the bounce arcanum. So you go over and collect your spell. Much faster than getting in Elswyn, since it doesn't have to travel all the way over. But
all right. No issues. I also would the spell scrolls still be the same price being ordered directly from the source as opposed to getting them through Ballora?
No, Ballora charges a little more.
Okay, because I'm assuming she still makes, even with my 10%, my permanent 10% off. I'm assuming she still makes some profit on me, right? She's not selling them all at
Yes.
loss to me. Okay, so all right, how much? So just, I'm not buying anything right now, but just in case we're here in the future, how much is it off? Like without any discounts or anything, like what's their price percentage wise from the values we've been using?
It's roughly the 10%. It doesn't cost a lot to get a small spell scroll traveled across.
All right.
So it'd be.
So it's pretty much the same.
It wouldn't be Ballora's price, but it would be about her price with the discount.
Okay. All right. Unless I can get another discount from these people at some point. Cool. All right.
Supposedly.
Always discounts. One of the things I'm going to ask them about is there, because I remember the bad guys from the previous spider thing, they forced a wizard to use the teleport circle to take them to the town they wanted to go to. Is it possible to purchase like transportation to another to another teleport circle in the Balance of Carnum or Balance
Yeah,
Arcanum?
you ask them, and they do offer that service to transport someone or groups of people.
What's the price for that?
It's 25
Gold.
Yeah, 25 gold.
Oh, okay. And can they on the continent that we're thinking about going to? Do they have access? Because I remember, do they what teleportation circles do they have access to on that continent?
They have, if you're referring to Castrum, they do have that.
Not just Castrum, but do they have New Whistleton?
It depends if New Whistleton would allow that.
They would have, because they do trade, so there's I would say there's at least 3 teleportation circles. So there's like the main one that people can get into, like in the town itself. Then one for university business, and then I'm sure there's a secret one that nobody can access, but like
Okay.
high level people.
Yeah.
If that works for you. So
yes. So if there is a public one, they would have it.
okay, it would definitely be outside the university for security reasons and stuff.
Yep.
Like you can't just pop into the. Okay, so they would have that. Okay, and is there any other ones on that continent that you've fleshed out already, or is
Not
that
yet.
okay? Got it. So, but if we want to go to that city, we have access to it. Excellent.
Yep, you do.
I also ask them just out of curiosity to become a. Because I remember the restricted section is off limits to people who are not members of the Balance Arcanium, right?
Yes.
What does it take to become a member of the Balance Arcanium?
That is. Let me find it. I have a little list. You have to. There's a couple. You have to be able to demonstrate a 6th level spell without actually using a spell scroll. And you have to have a recommendation from 2 arcane figures.
Okay, so 6th level. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And there's no workarounds, I guess, behind that. Okay. I don't want to bribe anybody right now. Or try to. Okay, that's good to know. So, because I'm at what 4th level right now, so
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
okay. I think I'm trying to think if that's it. Unrelated to, because you remember, I bought books on. I got that book on the Gate Orb, but I also got some books on crafting magical items. We never really went over that at all. Like, is that something where I'm going to need special materials that I would have to get here or something if I wanted to craft or change my magic wands? I'm mostly looking at increasing the capacity of my wand of magic missiles and my wand of healing ward.
It's not necessarily.
I have the dinky version instead of the full 7-slot one, So
Yeah, it's not necessarily needing special items. It's more the process of spending most of the week imbuing magical energy into an object.
Right.
You cannot alter a current enchanted item. You'd have to start from scratch.
Oh, okay. All right. Then yep, that should be it for me. I think I've sold all the stuff that they were willing to take, right? In the I think we exhausted that or whatever.
Yes, you did for the week.
Right. Because you took my magic item and everything, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And we distributed that gold last time, right? I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, we basically said when Corian gets back, it's basically already split up. So
right. Okay. Then I think that's gonna be it. Do they? I guess I would just spend the rest of the day. What I spend the rest of the day doing? I guess. I think I just spend the rest of the day in the library. Just sort of spending the day looking for any sort of books that catch my interest that might be useful for us. Following up with the guy about the gate orbs and seeing if I can uncover with him any more information about them, specifically specifically not so much about where the orbs go, but the history of the orbs, where they were known to be, and things like that.
okay.
So
while you spending the whole evening doing that, or at least most of the evening?
most of the day, yeah. And I'll leave a note at the end. That's where I'm at for when Taarnahm and Irgius return.
Okay.
Because I left in the morning, so I mean, I don't know how many hours you think that would take, but whatever the rest of the day is, I got nothing else really to do. I do want to spend some time. The other thing I want to do is I do want to spend a couple hours putting the absorb element spell in my spell book.
Got it. Go and make the check for it.
I think I have let's see where my divine rolls from last time. I think I have a oh no, I didn't divine roll for today because I still have only a 2 left in this because I used 1 last time. So let me see what my divine crap. I forgot to do this. Sorry.
It's okay.
Divine rolls for today are 8 and 11. That's a level 1 spell. 8 plus 8, 16. I'll burn the 8 to automatically put the absorb element spell in there. It's a level 1 spell.
Cool. So you see that. It's now in your spell book.
And yeah, I'm gonna probably use. Sorry, I got thrown in my throat. Can I also use whatever time it takes just to make 1 spell scroll of that? I think it's like 50 gold or something, right? For level 1?
It is, yep.
All right.
Yep.
And that's it.
Cool. Taarnahm, Aegis, are you guys doing anything till kind of early evening?
So, tell me what happened in the House of Lady Favors yesterday. You have a good time?
It was the best of times.
Oh, really? Did you get it on? Nah, you look like you did. I see. Ashamed to admit it in front of people. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. But they crave you in there, especially with, being so charismatic and having that wonderful music you play. I'm sure they were all over you in there. And I'm just casually chatting away with him about stuff throughout the afternoon, really. I might read some of my books into the evening that have been bought a bit, if I'm not completely passed out by then.
All right. Not visiting any shops or anything? You guys are just kind of hanging out?
Yeah, just hanging out, seeing how my my halfling friend is doing.
All right.
Bonding with my my new companion here.
It was a good time. So you basically spend most of the afternoon, late afternoon, having drinks and chatting. After roughly like 6 hours or so from when you started, you see Hinoke return from his trip, returning back to the inn.
And so that's how Corian ended up in the jaws of an ankag, and this guy over here claims he saved his life. telling stories of the adventures we've been on and stuff like that up to this point.
Yeah, it's a lot to catch up on. He's been chatting with you about everything that's happened.
Even that time I pulled my trousers down for a tiefling.
Oh.
I try to forget that.
Oh, look who's returned. You had a good day? See, I haven't gotten any trouble. I'm not arrested.
Well, that's good. What happened with you guys today?
We spent most of it chatting, and I also signed a contract in the guild.
Wait, contract in the guild for what?
Mm-hmm.
It's for a group fight against the monster.
Yeah. I'm gonna go hunting tomorrow and bring back some monster bits, as I understand it.
What kind of monster?
They haven't told me yet.
Right. Do you want me to go with you tomorrow?
Oh, do you have to?
I mean, it's not like I'm useful in battle or anything.
Oh, it's up to you. If you want to become a member, you can sign up.
You're a member now too, Ergius?
I didn't sign up.
I mean, do you have to be a member to go on the hunt?
I believe so, yeah. You've got to sign up for it.
Well, I mean, if you think you could do it on your own, I won't go with you.
Yeah, it's up to you whether you want to do it. I mean, there is some advantages to it. I mean, if you have a short of money, they always seem to have jobs in there. I was looking at the board, and there's always stuff that needs doing.
Well, I mean, are you going with him tomorrow, Ergius?
I don't know.
I'll see how I feel about it in the morning. But yeah. Did I? Oh, by the way, during the couple hours I was in the library, did I learn anything more about gate orbs?
You did have a chat with him. I will kind of later see how much he was able to inform you on.
Okay. I figured might as well put my researcher library skills to use. So, all right. Well, if you want me to, I can research whatever monster you're going to hunt tomorrow. If you want some help with that.
They haven't told me. I won't find out until I'm about to go, unfortunately.
Okay. Well,
I can ask you though about some of them that were on the board.
All right.
There
Name
was
them
like
off.
there was this giant caterpillar-like thing, and this thing that kind of reminded me of you a little bit. It was quite tall, strangely, and it had tentacles on its face and looked pretty nasty.
That would
What
be.
was the other thing?
I think I already rolled that. I know what an illithid is, right? From last time, the city of illithids.
Yes, you have heard of him.
Did it have the names on the sheets or not?
It did.
Oh, okay, so I could tell him that it was a Remohaz, a Basilisk, and an Illithid that was on there. Those types of things.
Should I roll, what would this be, history checks?
Yes.
18 for the first one. 15 plus 8 is 23 for the Basilisk. And I think I already know basic information about the Mind Flayer, so...
Yes, and you were informed by the Sphinx as well.
Right. So I just point out that that's the Mind Flayers and what they are. I give him whatever information you think I know, just give him now, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah,
that would tell him.
And what you know of the Remor is, it's a large creature that lives in the Arctic. It burrows in the snow and dirt for hunting, trying to find food. The inside of its body, like its blood and such, are boiling hot, which keeps it warm and melts nearby stuff near it. And the basilisk is a kind of four-legged creature that has a sight that can paralyze, or petrify.
Yep, so I give them the information. So you might want to be careful out there.
I will try to be.
if you think it's not, if you think you might need help, come and see us tomorrow before you go out.
Okay. I mean, I'm not doing this myself. There is a group of people going who have signed up.
Oh, okay. How much are you getting for this?
Does it say on the contract that I was given? I wasn't given a contract, was I? I was given a registration form.
Nope, just the registration.
I don't know how much.
You said be getting ingredients that they give to.
That's
someone?
what they collect. So they take it in and hand it over. But the actual gold price, they split between the group. So.
Oh, yeah, I think I might pass a lot unless you guys need my help. So. I think that's it for me today. I'm just gonna go back in my room and read more of my magic item crafting books.
I'm gonna go back to talking to Urgius and maybe reading if I'm not completely passed out from all the drinking throughout the day.
All right. So you guys basically finish off the night, reading, chatting, having fun. Nothing eventful happens for the remainder of this day.